going as fast as the rickshaws here. G'day adventurers, so welcome to Old Delhi, where the streets are barely wide enough to walk down, yet you get all sorts of cars and motorbikes and everything else hustling for a spot on the road. I thought I'd try something different today. I'd seen a few of the Indian landmarks before, and if you want to see them, there's plenty of places to find them. Today is more about looking at the chaos before I have to leave India. I think I've got one more day left of this chaos in my system for now. You're constantly knocking into people here, so you need to make use of your shepherding skills to not get bowled over. And for those of you who don't play Australian rules football, shepherding is when you kind of shunt your opponent out of the way so you can get to the ball.
Brace yourself with knees bent, stretch your arms out, ready to hold the opponent away from your teammate.
It's a challenge just walking through this place, maybe doubly so because I've got my backpack as I'm going straight from here to leave tonight, so I'm a little bit bigger than normal. But I don't think it would make that much of a difference. There are so many people here and there's so much of a crush that it's like a sea of people with sharks of rickshaws and everything else in between, like this guy. So I wouldn't recommend Old Delhi as somebody's first stop in India. Although if you're looking for a bit more of a local colour, I guess you can see the way things were back in the past. Although they are kind of that way still here, just a bit more diluted in certain parts of the city. The thing I find interesting about Indian shops is that they usually only sell one thing, and there'll be a whole bunch of shops in the same area selling that one thing. So before it was books, then it was pens, and now it looks like it's more stationery. I'm in the stationery bit of Old Delhi right now. This traffic started all the way on the other side of Old Delhi. I've walked down the main road and it still continues down here. It's like the whole of the town is like, you can't move.
In India, sometimes just the logistical side of surviving is hard. It can be hard to get money, and occasionally the government put limits on how much you can get out. Even if a hotel says it will take cards, sometimes the line can be down. So the key in India is to have plenty of cash. But that in itself brings its own challenges. Sometimes the ATMs are out of money, sometimes they don't work with your card, and sometimes the line is quite long.
I thought a line was a bad sign before, now it's a good sign for a bank. It means they have money.
The main tip though with a foreign card is to make sure that it has the logo of your card on the door leading to the ATM. We found that was almost a guarantee that if the ATM had money, it would give you out rupees. Across from New Delhi train station are a whole bunch of local restaurants. You can get food here basically any time of the day or the night. It's authentic Indian food, and for a couple of dollars or so you can get a very decent meal with bread and drink and everything else. For something a bit nicer, head up through the main bazaar in Paharganj to a whole bunch of rooftop restaurants which overlook the plaza there.
This is chaos here. Whoa!
Okay, Corona, you almost got spotted.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Connaught Place is like another world from Old Delhi. Here you can find Western comforts, also at Western prices. To many, Delhi is a transit point to get to the wonders of India. Though, like any city in the world, if you wander the streets and taste the local culture, you never know what you might find.